In the realm of parenting, the cause and effect relationships are very clear. Parenting methods are easy to understand, but the challenge is in applying them. And the reason for the difficulty in applying these methods is often because the parents don't fully understand the method itself. The problem is when a parenting issue arises, parents tend to focus solely on the child. I want to explain why it should be a priority for parents to focus on themselves first, rather than the child. Parents struggling with child rearing tend to focus only on the child's problem. But there is a surprising fact. When you evaluate whether these parents are living a positive, joyful, happy, energetic, and hopeful life, most of them are not. They themselves are not enjoying their life, yet they worry about the children. It's quite logical, but those who lead an overall happy life don't worry much about their children, and children raised in such homes tend to grow up properly. So the key to raising children is not focusing on the child, but on the parents' own lives first. If parents focus on their own lives and live with a positive, joyful attitude, the children will generally grow up well. Why? Because emotions are contagious. According to a research, when someone is happy, that happiness spreads to people around them, increasing their happiness by 9%. If the mother is happy, the child's happiness increases by 9%. Conversely, if the mother is unhappy, that emotional state spreads and the child's joy decreases by 7%. Since parents are two people, mom and dad, when both are happy and they have a good relationship, the child's happiness increases by 18%. On the other hand, if the parents are fighting, cold, and unhappy, the child's joy decreases by 14%. This means that no matter how hard I try, if my parents' relationship is bad, I live my life with 14% less joy. This is a frustrating reality. However, if my parents are generally happy and positive, my happiness is boosted by 18%. Just by growing up in that environment, the child feels emotionally stable and grows up well. So the principle is parents should not focus too much on the child and should live their lives well. This is a truth revealed by a research. The lives of children who are used as emotional trash bins are truly tragic. Parents' unhappiness is not their fault. However, since we are so closely connected to our parents, their negative emotions spread to us every day. Children often sense their loneliness and sadness without realizing it. One core principle of effective parenting is creating a harmonious home environment. If the home environment is positive, affectionate, warm, and enjoyable, the child's emotions will naturally become positive, and the child will grow up well without the parents having to focus excessively on them. So the way to raise a child well is for the parents to live a joyful and fulfilling life. As I mentioned, this is because the parents' emotions spread to the child. In family life, the most significant influence on the parents' lives is typically the marital relationship. I can't emphasize enough that maintaining a healthy marriage is crucial for parenting. If the marital relationship is bad, the negativity is transmitted to the children. So parents with marital issues shouldn't focus on the children right now. Sometimes couples argue about different views on parenting, but that's not a parenting issue. It's a relationship issue. Research has shown that the atmosphere in the home is largely driven by the wife, children's mother. This is due to biological characteristics of women. Therefore, whether the mother is happy, energetic, and hopeful is a key to parenting. Do mothers who are struggling with parenting problems think that their lives would be happy if they didn't have the child? Typically, no. Parenting just makes their already difficult lives even harder. So, mothers should not focus solely on their children, but should engage in meaningful and joyful activities that enhance their own lives. That way, the children will grow up well. First and foremost, based on the fundamental fact that emotions are contagious, you need to cut off contact with people who transmit negative emotions, whether they are your parents or anyone else. If you can't solve the problem of your negative emotions spreading to you, it's better to cut ties. Many people live in constant stress because they can't stop the flow of negative emotions from their family, even though it feels like living a half-dead life. They continue to absorb the negativity from their family members, and it leads to unhappiness. You don't want to be around unhappy, lonely, isolated people. You can't save them. The easiest way to live happily is to spend time with happy people. Once you connect with happy people, their happiness will spread to you for free. Their happiness is contagious, so you don't even need to try hard. You will naturally become happier. Don't just focus on your child's problem. Focus on your own happiness. Cut off contact with people who trigger your unhappiness and increase contact with people who boost your happiness. That way, both parents and children can be happy. Stop worrying about your child's shortcoming and focus on your own well-being. Thanks for watching my video. If you like my video, please subscribe my channel and wait for the next video. Thank you.